Hey, losers, this is last call.
So today on the podcast,
So today on the podcast,
we're talking about football, of which I know nothing about.
Yeah, we are. I'm recurring guest this week. Thanks, Griffin.
what's time, guys?
Football officially returned last week.
I'm Kyle.
That's not how we're doing it anymore.
Shit, sorry guys.
Go fuck yourself. Football officially returned last week. Not that anyone at this podcast cares except for me and Kyle, but Kyle and I.
Half.
Excuse me?
Half the podcast.
Half, yeah. Anyway, there's been 11 injuries in 4 games today. About half of those are season ending today. The NFL has turned into the Hunger Games.
Dude, I'd love to see a sport where it's just like, or they just take all of those like sports where it's just people throwing stuff and like archery and everything. They just take javelin and you just throw people in a field and like have them fucking spiking each other. Listen,
What the fuck?
What? That's what?
here's the thing.
Game of Thrones? What?
Here's the thing. You take someone who's in prison for life and you're like, listen, you got an option here. You can be free, but you have to compete in this blood sport, or you can be in prison for the rest of your life. Your choice.
But then we turn into those worlds that are in like the Hunger Games.
But wouldn't it be cool?
Bloodsport's a movie, right?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't.
know what's about it. There's
Probably.
a movie. It's like Cars. It's like a death race.
Death Race, yeah.
Death race.
Which is not a good movie, but
I don't know.
yeah.
Also, for anyone that follows football, the Falcons just blew another 20-point lead in our season game. Fuck the Cowboys, but the Falcons just won one.
Seahawks play?
Seahawks are playing right now.
Are they?
Yeah, as of recording this podcast, it's
Bro,
5:24.
they just keep talking about birds.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, just tons of birds.
Lost.
Avian dinosaurs.
I work I saw this giant ass squirrel. It was like
I saw
like
that.
3 feet, like tall. Just hanging on
That
the
was
dumpster.
not at all. It was like maybe 3 inches tall.
It was fucking huge.
You think a crow is 3 inches?
No, I said the one he saw.
It was
Oh, okay.
probably as tall as the TV.
Griffin is very experienced with things that are 3 inches.
Listen, okay, it grows. I swear.
Yeah, to 4
Yeah.
And a half. That's
and a half. That's important.
4.5
Stop talking
feet.
about birds.
That's true. Yeah. We did get off the subject of birds.
And well, birds and penises.
Anyway,
more cum.
No more cum.
Bro, no one said penis. Why are you bringing penises into this?
Well, I was making jokes about your dick.
Yeah.
What?
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 What? Euphemism just went
Why was
out of the door.
chicken fingers?
You're talking about my penis?
Anyway, there's a recurring segment that we're also going to be bringing into this. We had our first round of it today. Griffin was a sore participant because there was one too many people in it. But as little interest as people might have about this, we're going to have standings for the podcast on Super Smash Bros.
Oh, God.
Currently, Kyle is in the lead for the podcast. Jared is in the lead for the house.
Yeah, he fucking is! Woo!
He cheated.
Yeah, he cheated. He wasn't supposed to speak.
Nice.
It's okay. We still love you. We still love you, Jigglypuff. Anyway, so Jared's in the lead for the house. Kyle's in the lead for the podcast. I am third. Adam is second. Why I switched those numbers, I'll never know. And Griffin has 1 point and is at the bottom tier. Griffin's not even on the tier list.
I'm taking a picture of this for the Instagram picture. You look so sad.
Just put like a big thing that says bottom text. Bottom tier, bottom text.
He's not even on the tier list.
That's for
Taylor's almost above you, and she didn't even play.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least I don't like diddling children.
What the fuck?
Smash players.
That's true. Smash players do like
yeah,
fingering
you're right.
buttholes,
You're right.
Yeah.
specifically of underage people.
Yeah. Actually, right before we started this podcast, Connor was over. Connor's a good friend. He'll be on the podcast at some point.
Hey, no guarantee.
We'll get him on. Anyways, he made us watch a few minutes of Cuties.
What?
And it's questionable.
I didn't know
It's
that.
questionable. It's extremely questionable.
Dude, there's a scene where where the 11-year-old girl takes a picture of her vagina and puts it online. That's a scene in the movie.
Hold on. Before we get too deep in bashing this movie, there is.
Not just like there's an artistic appreciation you have to have for it.
I'm not saying that,
The
but
message
I'm also
is good. The way it's done is not.
The execution, bad.
agreed. But I think the majority of the problem is the marketing for that. Because you automatically go into it now thinking it's going to be a pedo movie. No, you can't speak. This isn't high school.
No, you can't just raise your hand.
Yeah, you don't get to.
He's just posing.
Are you just posing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure with you. I'm never sure with you. Anyway, so the marketing for this movie is the main culprit of the problem to me.
Is that written down there?
No, I don't.
Points on cute.
No, I didn't actually.
Cuties will come up at some point.
Okay, I will get everyone on the podcast to like cuties. I swear to God, it's my mission.
But yeah, I mean, the marketing.
Okay, but
We had to take a break. Something happened off screen. Cut it out. Anyway, we're back. Marketing of cuties. And Adam enjoying the movie particularly too much.
Don't.
What?
Don't.
What?
I'm not doing this bit.
What bit? What bit? Yeah? Yeah?
It's a bit.
What bit?
I'm not saying it. It's not leaving my lips.
What is happening?
I don't know either.
Okay,
That was-
marketing.
Marketing. Let's just move past the marketing.
Yeah, okay.
Let's just move past
the
it.
point I was gonna make is I don't think it's just the marketing because the way that like all this the cinematography in the film literally is like done in such a way that it like leers on these 11-year-old girls as they're doing really provocative dances.
But that's the point. Like, I watched a video about these guys that come from a dance background, and they're like, this is what happens. It's not the fault of the movie. They're trying to portray it accurately. And that's just what the movie, like...
There's also a spot, though, where, like, there's one of the girls is topless. You can see underage. It's fucking gross.
I read somewhere that that's actually a mistake.
Yeah,
It
I saw a video.
Like, it
I
wasn't
was
on
talking to
purpose?
all- You know the post on Twitter that someone, and they just like they went through all the bad points, I guess, of the movie.
Yeah.
That was one of the parts that was like it wasn't an underage girl, it was an actual like teenager.
Well, when I had to watch that one quick scene today, which just like they were just slapping each other's asses, and I was like, "What is
This
happening?"
isn't a high school boys' locker room. Get it off my Netflix.
Right. Well, still, the execution, not so. Let's just say Joe Biden's. It's on his favorite films watch list. It's just like.
Ooh. That's actually I did want to talk about this week, though. Joe Rogan and the two presidential candidates having a 4-hour debate on the
that's
Joe
gonna be so
Rogan
sick.
podcast. That, like, it's not going to happen for a multitude of reasons.
But I mean, if it did,
It- I'm at the point now where I'm like, why can't we have that for every political part? Like, Joe, like, he already splits all of his stuff into clips anyway, so it's not the length problem. If anything, the length problem would actually be a benefit to it because you could see these people not able to keep it up for a full 4 hours. Their genuine self would come out for at least parts, and you'd know more accurately.
Right. Plus, that debate would be like the equivalent of like a 300-pound toddler arguing with a like demented ghoul man.
Smooth skin.
He has like, oh yeah, the kids used to touch the hair on my legs.
What?
That was the thing he said. Joe Biden was just like, oh yeah, the kids we used to like when I was in the pool, we used to rub my legs and watch the hairs like go up. So I'm like, that's a weird thing to say. Plus, also like all the hair sniffing, really strange.
He has a hair sniffing kink for anyone who
Yeah,
doesn't know.
he sniffs a lot of little
What if
girls'
he's
hair.
just trying to find out what shampoo people use? He might be balding a bit. He's like,
like,
you know,
all-
I need some good shampoo.
all
conditioner."
the shampoo I use is make my hair fall out. I don't understand what's going on.
He also like doesn't know what products he uses, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, he's literally there was a time where he was like on a live stream thing talking to like voters, and he literally just walked off camera, and then the stream ended.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of it, he was still answering questions. He just walked off screen, and then it just ended.
Like, I haven't done the research, so I can't fully like commit to this, but he's had brain surgery.
Oh yeah,
apparently.
the man almost certainly has like dementia or something. It like he's probably
Sounds like
You're coming off as the Trump supporter, right?
Oh, well, okay, I have to specify neither of the candidates are fit for office.
Yeah, the last
Neither.
2 elections have just been, which one would
Garbage.
you rather not have?
Well, I'm
Exactly.
just trying to like Save us.
Well,
That's-
the best you can hope for with Joe Biden's still definitely the best option, because at least then there's probably other people just kind of using him as the face while they actually do the work,
Yeah, they do that.
right?
The theory I've heard is that they picked Kamala because that's the one that they want to be president, and they're gonna get him elected as like the first person, or they think he has a better chance of beating Trump, and then he's gonna be subbed out for Kamala, or Kamala's just gonna be running it.
Yeah.
Behind the
Like
scenes.
they don't think
She
that
actually-
they don't actually expect Biden, according to the conspiracy theory that I kind of could subscribe to. They don't expect Biden to actually be the president. They just need him as the face to
Yeah.
win it because
Yeah.
they're too late. They're
The
too
white
far
old
into
dude,
it.
too.
Are we bringing back Losers Conspiracy?
I guess.
They're gonna
Okay,
take
I was
Joe Biden out to the back of
Gonna
the 12
say
gauge
too.
and just
Yeah, there was even a part where like Kamala Harris accidentally referred to their campaign as the Harris campaign and not the Biden campaign. I was like, oh, okay.
These are conversations that they've definitely had if
Yeah.
they're not already saying this is the plan.
That being said, also, I honestly I hate like 90% of U.S. politicians, and Kamala Harris is also on that list.
Well, like realistically, I haven't seen any like America doesn't give off the impression that their politicians actually care about them.
No.
Whereas, despite what you might think about Canadian stuff, we at least have healthcare and we have stuff in place
Right.
for us to be safe,
Yeah.
relatively. Where like the states, you break your leg, you might lose your house.
Right, and like big business plays like almost an insignificant role in Canadian politics, whereas like in the United States, they're like allowed to lobby and shit for politicians
Yeah.
and like bills to pass and stuff like that. So like you have the interests of these mega corporations who obviously don't give a shit about like individual people, and they get to like put money into politics that'll basically serve them and do nothing for like the average Joe, which is like really fucked up. And it just proves that, like, at least in my opinion, I don't believe the United States is a true democracy.
Ooh, I'm very close. I'm very close to him on that, but I can't fully commit to it.
How much does it cost to get your leg fixed if you break it in the U.S.?
Oh, probably a ridiculous amount.
100,000 maybe.
Dude, you can go. People have been charged like $6,000, like $6,000 for going around the block in an ambulance.
Yeah,
Holy
and it's
So let's say you're Griffin. You break your arm. Don't
Yeah,
know how, I'm not
dude,
gonna say
I would
how,
be
but
literally fucked for life. I would be homeless if what I had happened to me had happened in the United States.
without insurance.
Yeah, without insurance, I would be fucked.
Yeah.
And my parents don't have insurance, so I would have literally been done.
it's also reasonable that giving birth will cost you $5,000 in the States. Like having a child will cost you money because you're gonna have to use the hospital.
Holy shit.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why in the U.S., it's not because people want to be more spiritual or more in tune with their babies when they give birth in a bathtub. It's because they don't want to pay $5,000 to give
Right.
birth to the child they wanted.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then this week, this is what's kind of sparked my interest in this stuff. I saw an Instagram video where someone goes around Britain and they're asking people, oh, give us like a ballpark on what you think this American surgery would be or this American procedure would be. The pregnancy one came up, and apparently there's a normalcy to having a $10,000 baby, like giving birth and it costing $10,000.
That's like a TLC show. My $10,000 baby.
My $10,000 baby coming to TLC this 2020
fall.
season.
So our fact checker pulled through.
Oh,
Fixing a broken leg can cost up to $7,500, and the average cost of a 3-day hospital stay is around $30,000.
oh my fuck.
In the States.
3 days.
close.
In American dollars too. That's
That's a lot.
Oh my
What the fuck?
hell world, hell country.
Bro, if I
Just
broke an
burn
arm,
it all.
if I broke an arm in the U.S.,
You best get that splint on yourself.
I'm gonna be like, well, break one part of my body, might as well
Cut it
die.
And I thought the biggest problem up until this week
No, I
was
need
just the racism. I
Yeah.
thought that was the biggest problem in the States.
Money, holy fuck,
Dude.
for healthcare.
The United States is just like a complete catastrophe. Any the fact that people could actually live there and be like, "This is the best country in the world," nonsense. How could you actually think that, given the living conditions?
Because they have fuck you money.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm talking about like low-income Americans will literally be like, "Yeah, fucking America," and it's like, okay, except here's the thing: if you go to the hospital because you like fucking shattered your toe or something, you're fucked for the at least the next 15 years of your life trying to pay off debt.
Yeah.
So how could you honestly believe that? Like, and they also, that's the thing too that I find crazy is that there's a lot of those low income Americans who literally will vote for like hard right wing politics just because it's like, well, yeah, but they're racist like me. Even though they want policies that will ultimately screw someone like me over, I'm just happy that like these people also hate black people like I do.
But here, like in the
What's the next topic?
for
I said, what's the next talking point, please?
I have a jumping point if we want to skedaddle off of this.
I got a few, so let's see what you got.
All right, so I don't know the exact number, but it was like a poll, and it was like 70-something-ish Canadians are in favor of having a second shutdown for COVID in case there's a second outbreak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was a comment under that. It basically said, well, yeah, 70% of people are for it if they get more CERB.
I think 70% of people that want CERB is a little high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little high.
Definitely. I'm in favor of a shutdown, but like, I don't want.
I would rather be working, but
Yeah.
I'm opposed to a shutdown. Again, like I understand we have to preserve lives, and I want to. I definitely don't want people to die from this stuff, but the suicide rates are going to be ridiculous. The poverty rates are going to be ridiculous. Taxes are going to go way up.
Oh, yeah.
Like for our generation specifically, the like teenagers and early 20-year-olds, we're not going to be able to move out till we're 30 now, and we were already in ridiculous spaces. Like you guys are part of the exception in terms of that, and I think part of that is because you guys are working, well, except well, yeah, but it's abnormal right now for people to be living comfortably when they're moved out of their house right now.
Yeah.
And to own property is almost impossible for our age.
Mm-hmm.
It's very difficult.
I'm in favor of whatever ends this whole outbreak fastest.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Honestly.
Whatever, yeah.
Well, like your mom's a nurse. Like
My mom goes through hell.
yeah,
Right.
like
Pacific Hospital.
right now it's ridiculous, and I'm not sure about these laws, so I can't be like this is a fact or whatever, but their overtime and stuff like that, and they're being forced to work. Like I understand that a shutdown would help, and our nurses are overworked, but we need people to smarten up and not be going to 50 people parties all in the same room and stuff like that. It's not those shutdowns and stuff like that. It's not the policies like that. It's doing that every weekend with different groups of people. You got to be careful.
Yeah, I just want this all to be done.
Yeah. I mean, at this rate, I mean, obviously, I know I'm like a very pessimistic person, but I kind of like, I'm at the point where I'm like pretty sure that like this time next year we'll still be in a pandemic.
I think
it might go down to what it's epidemic. That's one.
No, pandemic would be like the global thing. It's not going to stop being a global thing.
No.
It's. I'd say a step down. Maybe like we can have like countries are fine, but no like travel maybe.
Well, that's going to kill a lot of countries.
Yeah.
Like all those southern countries that rely on tourism are going to be just decimated worse than Canada.
Yeah.
And we're already going to be decimated within the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And then people will be fudging the numbers about like, oh, housing is way down in cost, and that's because people just need property and need to get rid of their property. Yeah. Like there's so many factors that it's going to be hard to look at all of it. You're going to have to focus on specifics, and that's when the picture gets blurry.
Damn.
Yeah. Getting deep. You're getting a little sad. Let's bring up the energy back.
Well, I thought Adam, when he had a topic, he was going to be like, listen to this new graphics card. They already dropped another one. This one's 20,000.
You son of a
I'm
bitch.
sorry.
Scalping.
Scalp? As in like the racist kind
No,
of scalping or
I'm
tickets?
talking about like scalpers, I should say.
Doesn't clarify.
Like I'm taking skin off your
the
head.
graphic cards and the PS5 launched like pre-orders.
Yeah.
And the scalpers went in. They grabbed like as much as they could with bots.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They're selling them up for like 3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However much percent
It doesn't-
more than.
Oh, sorry.
However much more percent than it actually costs, and no one can get a pre-order. No one can get an actual one.
Oh, you fuck. Wow. Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Wow.
This close. Okay.
I think what also doesn't help us is it's a limited run game. Like it's only gonna be sold until March 10th of next year.
What are you talking
What do you? No, the
We're talking about-
PlayStation 5.
Oh, PlayStation 5.
PlayStation
Sorry, I thought you were
5
talking
and
about
the graphics
Mario.
card.
Oh, we can
Mario
talk about
game.
that. I'm pumped for that.
Oh, yeah.
I would buy a Switch just for that.
Because it's good because scalpers were doing the same shit with that too.
Ah.
Like where they were trying to like buy out all the fucking stock.
Yeah.
Basically, quick rundown because we didn't give enough context here. There's going to be a Mario game coming out where it's like
it's already out.
it's already out. Okay, I need you guys to buy me a copy just so I have
it
one.
pre-ordered, and it's stuck in the
Because
system.
of shit
Oh,
like
okay. I'm coming over here to play that game all the time. Anyway, it's a Mario game with like remasters and re-reses of like the 3 big classic ones, except for the first one, like Super Mario Sunshine
It's all
and
the,
64.
No, it's the 3D platformers. It's all the 3D.
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
all the
three-
3D
it's
ones.
Three big,
Okay.
So you got 64, you got Sunshine, and you got Galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard 64 and I was already
Oh, I
like
know.
hard.
That's
I was
what I was
rock hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so that's coming out. That's a limited time run. I understand it, but we're probably gonna get another full re-release of 64 at least. That one's the one everyone's gonna get really like hyped about. Other words of Nintendo remasters, to get real nerdy, Kyle.
Yeah.
This is something you and I have been
Pokemon
very
thing, isn't it?
anticipated for. I'm not sure about Adam. Platinum is probably getting a remaster very shortly.
Bro, I don't think it's gonna remaster. They're gonna make the remakes.
No.
Diamond and
Well,
Pearl.
Yeah, remakes. But like,
Yeah.
I've
They
been
can't
hearing great rumors that that's happening,
They-
and I've been very excited.
They were going with like Max Diamond and Max Pearl, and that's fucking.
No, that's not what they're going for.
I heard
That's what I-
Shining.
that's what- it's
That's
newest
what people
rumor.
are thinking because that's what the what's it called Sword and Shield. That's like their thing, you know. But it's not gonna tie into Diamond and Pearl at all. It's gonna be something different.
I think they'll just make a one like Platinum. I think they'll just make Platinum.
No. Oh no, it's gonna be Diamond and Pearl, but they're gonna be like they're both gonna end with
Actually,
black.
yeah, they
'cause
never
did
do that.
with the Ruby Sapphire.
Yeah.
right? And then
It's
they
gonna be
had
exactly
Emerald
like that. Yeah.
I'm
No
still,
Emerald, though.
the second that comes out is the second I buy a
If
Switch.
they remaster it.
Like the second it's coming out, I'm pre-ordering that and buying a Switch, and it's automatic.
Yeah.
This is the best one.
It is the best one, but like every generation thinks their game
It's
is the
it
best
really
one.
it actually goes down to like an age thing. If you look at it,
Yeah,
like, depending on where you age is, which one's your favorite.
yeah.
Yeah.
Griffin is completely zoned out.
Griffin.
Are you
Relax.
done talking about Pokemon? We moved on.
Fine, we're done talking about Pokemon.
Bro,
we're just
Pokemon
excited about
favorite-
Nintendo.
You know, a remaster. Well, like a remaster, not a remake or anything that I want. A remaster of Donkey Kong 64.
That-
Oh, God.
haven't
How
they
many
already
times
done
I've
that?
heard that.
Haven't they already done
Well,
that?
they did the virtual console for Wii U,
Okay.
and I beat it.
Yeah.
But and then I didn't like. I want 100% that,
Isn't
which is
60
a lot.
I thought a lot of people hate 64.
It really depends.
Okay, because I
Um,
heard there's too many collectibles.
Well,
It's a collectathon.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
like
it's for.
there comes a point where it's like, I mean, like for instance, things
No,
like
the issue was there's
Uh-huh.
5 different Kongs, and there's certain places you can go with them, so you have to backtrack continuously.
okay,
I didn't give a fuck though. I fucking love that game.
right? Because like I had a similar problem, and I was talking about this on a Discord recently about there's an issue with like Breath of the Wild with like replayability because there's just so much shit you can do, and like the shrines in it are a big thing for like getting your hearts up and your stamina and shit like that. And when you play through it a second time, you just do not want to go and do all of the shrines all over again. It's just it feels like a chore the second time around. But you want to play through the game. It's just a hassle of like, but you need those hearts in order to be like good enough to like complete the game. So it's like this huge catastrophe. Like, oh, I don't know what the fuck to do, and you just end up not playing through the full thing.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But the first time you play it around, it's great. It's just after that, you feel like, oh, all of this shit I worked for, well, now it's not there, and I have to do all the same stuff again, and it's a lot.
That's why it's always good to have a few years in between.
Yeah.
I mean, not even just years, just like a good amount of time. In between
But I mean,
the
I
two.
finished my first playthrough in 2018, and I've tried to do it a year later, and then also this year, and I couldn't.
Well, I'm gonna beat the shit out of that game.
Yeah, I still need to see that.
okay.
That sentence really weird. I'm gonna beat the shit
out of that game.
I'm gonna.
Well, I was about to say something. I really wish I'd grabbed a second Rattler because I'm almost done.
Just
this one.
go get one.
Oh yeah,
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
walk
I'll just
out.
yeah.
and just dub in fart noises for my audio for like the next like
I mean, I can just mute you.
30 seconds.
Go! Oh my.
Oh my god, it doesn't have to be that slow.
Oh, Taylor, you wanna come sub in?
What?
That'll be big jar.
Just
Jump
sit down
it
and
back
say
into
you're
the,
Griffin.
He comes back
the
down.
platinum
I stay
remaster.
anyways.
How are they gonna do the dual screams? That was the biggest.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just be like, I'm Griffin.
That's my biggest like. No, it's not gonna happen.
that I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they could make like a corner thing or make it
Maybe.
easy to
That's doable.
access. Yeah.
What's
Or
your next
maybe-
talking point?
I had one where it was like,
That we can bring Taylor in this before she gets kicked out.
what's your favorite fictional character? Like, which one's your like hero, or what kind
Out of
are you?
Literally anything.
Anything.
Movies.
It can be
books,
anything.
Like that.
Can be anything.
Why would you do that? I watch so many things. I
Yeah.
watch so many things. Why would you do
You gotta
that?
pick one, only one.
Freddy Krueger.
Does it have
Heroes.
To be, does it have to be a hero or can
People-
it be someone I just really like?
Yeah, it could be something.
People you like for
big,
their
yeah.
character traits.
I've always liked Rick from Walking Dead since I was like 11 years old.
Okay.
Loved him forever. He's a very strong man. He is powerful. He is
Not someone you want to have sex with. Someone you
Well, no.
look up to.
When I was 11, I didn't. Maybe now, but not when I was 11. But I don't know. I like the leadership and everything that comes with him and how he brings everybody together.
And how he
He's
fucks up every
yes.
settlement he goes to.
I also like when he goes a little psycho. But that's
He's the original fictional colonizer.
Bro.
Like he just
he's
walks
not
in,
the
he's
show
like,
anymore, though.
"Pow!" Yeah,
Yeah.
because they were like, "Oh, we have nothing to do with him. We
No,
killed all of his
yeah.
family."
No,
Now he
yeah,
has to leave.
that was him. He was like, "Oh, they're killing Carl. I don't want any part of this anymore."
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
I-
left at the beginning of season 8, and they're going on season 10 or 11 now.
And he left fucking
No,
Judith
wrong.
behind, though.
No,
Wrong.
they're
he
going.
left episode 6 of season 9.
Are you sure?
Oh,
Because I was pretty
swear.
sure it was episode 4 of season
Episode
8.
6 of season 9.
Either way, they're still going on season 11, and then they're doing spin-off shows
Oh yeah.
with
They're
Carol and Daryl and shit.
11. Season 11 is gonna be 24
Carol
episodes
and
long.
Daryl, people's
Weren't-
24
OTT
episodes long, and then
shit.
it's over.
Wasn't it supposed to be like,
Aren't they doing like 3 movies with him?
Yeah,
Because he's
that-
not actually dead. They're doing
I think
something
they're
else
still
with
doing those
him.
movies.
And I think there was an episode where they made it so Michonne like found one of like his items or something like that.
Oh, yeah, she's
and
gone
now
now.
she's off the show.
Yeah, she's
So
gone.
they're probably gonna put her
What happened to
in the
Michelle?
movies.
Oh, she's alive. Okay.
Yeah, so they're probably gonna put her in the movies. But I think she left her kid behind. Her kid
Yeah.
with Rick, she left him behind. Yeah.
wait, they had a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, after he like
Spoiler.
died to her, yeah. After she thought that he died, she was already like pregnant, I guess, by that point.
Yeah.
And then they made it so she had a.
These people are terrible
So
parents.
Rick
Yeah.
left after Rick's death. They did a 6-year time jump.
I thought it was like 10 years because Judith is older,
Yeah,
older
Judith
than.
is-
6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's older now.
Kids in the Walking Dead universe age like double the rate of any normal kid. Like if you go into the game,
All right, bye, Taylor. Thanks
Taylor
for-
subbed in. I hope you enjoyed it.
Griffin's back. Okay.
Listen to her soothing voice.
Griffin's got his angry eyes on.
They didn't come through.
Did you just try to fart into the mic?
No.
That's fucking disgusting.
Oh, you can smell it.
Bro!
Oh, what the fuck?
What's a new mic?
Oh, yeah.
You're a pink guy, dude. Do some ASMR.
Yeah, I'm putting my eye right on the
ASMR. I have pink eye. I can't open my eye. Listen to it crunch as I try. to open
Ew!
That's just you
Next
just
talking
lost
point.
everyone. Well, we only got Taylor's answer, and she was the guest for 5 minutes.
Yeah. 5-minute guest.
it. 5 minute
Adam-
guess. That's the episode.
Adam, what's yours?
I don't know.
Kyle, do you have an answer ready?
Does it have to be? You said it had to be a hero?
It has to be someone that you'd want to be more like.
Freddy Krueger. Wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
yeah.
the remake one.
Not the remake one. Even though it's still bad.
Didn't he like? Didn't he like
so
watch
in the
kids?
originals, he just killed children.
Okay.
In the remake, not.
He made
so.
cuties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In his fucking furnace room.
Yeah.
Wait, did he actually like make child porn?
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
he-
No. He
was a pedophile
yeah,
in
he's a
one of-
pedophile
yeah.
in the remake.
The remake.
I mean, I thought they already made him an effective villain as like without being
Yeah.
a pedo.
Well, he's one of the biggest villains of all time.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, like,
I think there's a
didn't
little
they have,
bit
like,
more.
hints of that though, like in the other ones where he was like being all kind of fucking weird and shit with the teenagers he was killing. Like, didn't lick some of their faces.
I don't know.
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
Yeah.
and the
Oh
poem
yeah,
came out.
exactly. Yeah. So
But they
shit like
specifically
that. Yeah.
didn't say it because they didn't want to go there yet.
Uh-huh. But I mean, like, it's not like it's like, oh, what a shock that they made, Freddy Krueger a pedophile.
Yeah.
They didn't want to go there back in the 80s when pretty much
Yeah.
anything went, but they're like, now that everyone gets canceled, let's get him to be raping kids.
Yeah.
Like,
I
that
like-
was.
You know what? Of the remake though, I liked the dark energy because I really
Yeah.
Like most people, I did not like the comedic Freddy. Right? We like Freddy more as a scary villain.
It's prime time, bitch.
Okay, but that line's hilarious.
That's a good line.
Welcome to prime time, bitch. That's a good line. But we all didn't really like that as much. And then like we saved the best for last. Like no, that one was the worst one. But anyways, so I like the dark energy. I really didn't like the look of him because he looked like E.T. Jackie Earle Haley's Freddy Krueger looked like E.T.
No one knows the actor's name except for you.
You would know Jackie Earle Haley.
Yeah, what's he in?
Yeah, exactly.
He was in what's that movie?
Was he the one?
The one with Johnny Depp where he's a vampire.
Pirates? No, I'm kidding. No, was he the guy that? No, that's super nerdy. I was gonna say the guy that was
You'd
voice
recognize
acting him
him
in
some.
Black Ops.
You reckon? No, I don't think so.
Call of the Dead is a top 5 Black Ops
Call of the
map.
Dead. Robert Englund's in there.
Call of the Dead Black
Call
Ops.
of the Dead. Good.
Top tier zombies map.
Jackie Earle.
Wait, we just came like
Haley.
full circle.
Right?
We did.
Came right
Because
back.
Robert Englund is Freddy. He's also on that map, and he's
Ah.
Freddy's the other guy.
He's in Watchmen.
I don't
Yeah.
care about
Yeah.
Watchmen.
He plays
I haven't
Rorschach.
seen Watchmen. Oh.
That's
okay.
Rorschach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's in
okay.
RoboCop.
Yes,
I've
it
only
was.
watched YouTube clips.
Yeah.
Watchmen's good.
It's,
It's not like a flawless movie by any means, because I mean it's a Zack Snyder film,
it's
so
a good snack. Zach's.
it's probably the best Zack
I
Snyder
almost
film.
said snack cider.
Considering
I could
Zack-
definitely see
Zack
that kid
Snyder's
liking
kind of a
children.
hack.
Hey, I'm excited for Snyder Cut.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It
I
looks
feel
good.
Sorry for you.
It looks better. I don't think
Yeah.
it's gonna be good.
It's gonna
Well,
be trash.
Rorschach.
He's also stuck
Thank
just
you,
making a
Kyle.
Frankenstein.
Who's that?
He's the guy in
He's the guy who wears
Oh,
the
okay.
mask, the one that
He's-
like changes and morphs. Like it looks like
Okay,
a.
well that's Jackie.
Well, here, think about it like this. Here, let me give you a statement. Superhero villains are the new like 80s horror movie villains.
Yeah.
And like
There's just a
for
lot of them.
worse. For worse.
What do you mean?
Well, like back in the 80s, 90s, whenever all these huge movies were coming out, Chainsaw Massacre, all of them,
Yeah.
those villains became iconic and they've stood the test of time that way. And now when you think of our iconic villains, there's no new horror ones that you're like that guy, except maybe Slenderman, but he's not a movie
He's not a
one.
movie one.
Yeah.
Because the movie was fucking
Dog.
doo doo.
And now everyone's like, oh my god, the Joker. Oh my god, Killmonger. Great villain, Killmonger. But still, like, a lot of them, for one, the market is saturated because of the Marvel and DC movies.
Yeah.
And two,
Not even
the
DC,
characters
just
aren't that
Marvel
great.
movies.
A really good Valentine from The Kingsman. Great villain, played by Samuel L. Jackson.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
But he's not nearly as iconic. He's not going to stand
Well,
the
of course
test of
not.
time
Like
as...
he doesn't have like a
Yeah.
like an appearance that's
I
like
forgot
you
his
could do
name.
like a you couldn't do a silhouette of him and be like, oh, I know that's like that
That's
character.
Samuel Jackson. Which
Yeah.
character is
You-
he?
What would be amazing?
What?
Okay. I've said this before.
Okay.
Take the Avengers
Oh.
and put them up against the horror movie villain.
No, that's
Dude,
not
That
how
would
it
be
works.
awesome.
It's
It's
not how it
icons
works.
against icons.
I think if I saw that, I'd literally blow my brains out.
I would be so happy.
That would
Yeah.
literally...
Iron Man
But think about
fighting Jason.
Think
Bro.
about it.
Iron Man's dead.
So,
Rest in peace,
Michael
Robbie Downey
Myers-
Jr.
Yeah.
Michael Myers is a regular guy. He's dead.
No,
Leatherface,
well, I mean
a
the
regular
old one,
guy.
not.
Black Panther's also dead. Rest in peace,
Hey,
Chadwick
well, hey,
Boseman.
hey,
Oh, yeah.
hey.
Yeah.
Technically, Mysterio is a regular guy. Just use illusions.
Yeah, okay.
It
But
was
I mean,
special
like,
effects.
yeah.
He was a special
But
effects
they're
artist.
effective. That's the whole
Yeah.
point of him. Is that they
Hey,
Well, I can make it effective.
isn't
Do
it
right.
funny that they reversed Peter Parker and that his villain has pictures of Spider-Man, but Peter Parker doesn't? No one cared.
That's good.
Oh, Adam liked it, but Kyle doesn't get it.
I don't.
I
You don't have any
either.
pictures of Spider-Man.
What was that's what we J. Jonah Jameson?
I can't do a fucking J.K. Simmons voice.
You just put a Cuban in your mouth. And you're like, bring me pictures of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Crap, super crap. That's the,
You want to
You're
raise?
fired. Oh, you're rehired.
yeah.
You want to raise?
Parker.
Yeah.
I think the greatest meme content of that movie will always be Rent. Rent? Rent?
Well, there's also like
You'll
fucking.
get your rent when you
Yeah,
fix this
yeah,
damn
exactly.
door.
You'll get your rent when you fix this goddamn door, and he just fucking slams it closed.
Or when Spider-Man
Big
beats
ol'-
women.
Whoa.
That's my favorite part of that
Spider-Man
movie.
3.
Punches Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Or no, yeah.
elbows
like,
her in the
elbows
fucking
her.
face.
Yeah.
Bro,
And-
best thing about those movies,
The memes.
I'm gonna say it.
It's the memes.
No.
No.
It's not Willem Dafoe.
It's Willem Dafoe's Green
It's
Goblin.
not. It's not.
Bro,
It's the
Willem
memes.
Dafoe, though.
He
He's
had a
so
good. He had really good performance. That being said, the costume, dog shit, so bad.
Your
It's
costumes are
iconic though.
dog
It's an
shit.
iconic costume.
It is,
It's
but-
not like it doesn't scream Green
It
Goblin.
screams
When
Power
I
Rangers
think
villain.
Green
Yeah.
Goblin, I think of that one.
Well, yeah,
Has
That's
because
because you
it's
don't know
iconic.
anything about the comics.
Why would I know anything about the comics when I can just watch Willem Dafoe be Willem
Exactly.
Dafoe?
because
Be-
you don't care about
I don't. There's literally not
anything else Spider-Man wise.
Exactly.
I turned the game on the other day and it goes, "Oh, that game's dead."
I asked
It's
if
a
it was
fun-
dead.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
Which one? The new Spider-Man?
Yeah, the PS4.
Yeah,
A
PS4
single player
Spider-Man.
game can't really be quote unquote dead. Like that.
By
that
dead,
really,
I meant like there's no more DLC or anything coming out for
Well,
it.
yeah,
That-
because
no,
they're
that just
making a
means-
new one.
yeah.
And
no
they're
more DLC
remastering
doesn't
it
mean
for
that it's
PS5.
I don't care about a remaster of a game that's 3 years old.
Yeah.
True,
Like, at all.
I guess.
They're just like, oh, here's
That-
1440.
They're
That
making-
being said, though,
It's like a bundle, so it's like
Yeah.
the first one remastered and then the new one.
the
Yeah.
graphical difference though between like the Miles Morales game and then like the last one is actually pretty good. Like
It's
there's a
insane.
pretty good advancement in that sense. The lighting is way better.
I didn't yeah, if you aside from like 1 hour of the day when it was like the sun rising or whatever, that game didn't look that great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
But that being said, I mean it's also definitely the best Spider-Man game.
Spider-Man 2 is pretty great.
I
But
know,
Web of Shadows. That's all. It's
Web of
literally
Shadows.
That's all I know.
yeah, no, it's
Isn't
not
that
as
one of those
good.
ones with like with levels and stuff
No,
though, as
no,
opposed
it's
to like
Venom is like taking over the city, and it's like the one it opens up and Spider-Man's doing some like
oh yeah the
he's, like,
sad
doing the-
walk
yeah, the
and
sad
it's
walk,
to
and he's like-
Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. And then, like,
he's just like-
literally, there are people dying around him. He's just like, I'm too sad to save them.
he's saying random shit, and then he like jumps off a building and
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, you're in the game."
I mean, I thought that was epic when I was a kid. You know?
Anyway, last thing to say about Spider-Man, he's the most memeable superhero definitively.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else there. The number one topic I wanted to get into this episode, and I would be remiss if we didn't talk about it, is Kyle's horrible back.
Hey!
And, yeah, and just we haven't chirped Kyle for a solid bit
That's
in a
just
while,
true.
so I'd
Just 'cause
like
I
to
got
bring it back.
scoliosis,
The
okay?
Kyle Chip.
Did you officially
Trip
get
quarters,
diagnosed with
okay.
scoliosis?
I haven't officially, but I'm
He
sure
diagnosed
about it.
himself.
Well, okay, let me explain why. Okay? Your tailbone. For everyone else, I'm pretty sure it should directly fit in between your ass cheeks.
Uh-huh.
Mine is halfway into one of my ass cheeks.
Well, it's bound to get displaced if you let enough guys ram you in the ass.
Yeah.
Well, shut the fuck up. That didn't happen.
Kyle, there's nothing wrong with it.
There's
No.
nothing wrong. Listen.
It's
listen,
2020, you could be gay.
People, people accept it. You don't. I accept it.
Taylor?
We're all fine here.
Fellas,
Taylor,
you-
when you get rammed in the ass, does it move your tailbone?
I already had scoliosis before that, so I don't know.
Oh,
Fellas, is it gay to have scoliosis?
it's also
Is it
very
gay?
uncommon for guys to get it.
Yeah.
It's a more. It's
Yeah, but you've seen my posture.
yeah, but
Okay,
that's
Look at the way I'm sitting right now.
how half of you is below the table.
I'm crazy.
I can
That's
assume
awesome.
because I've known you for like 10 years.
Yeah.
But like, dude. Anyway, I guess we're not going to talk about more back stuff with Kyle because we have nowhere to go here.
Well,
Okay, well, every time I heard it a lot by trying to keep it straight. That's how I always end up killing my back.
Huh.
Because everyone's like, "Oh, do with your back straight." I'm like, "I'm doing it, but I'm in a lot of pain when I do it."
Yeah, the past 2 weeks have just been Kyle like, "Oh, I can't do that. My back hurts."
That's
I've
been
been in a
Kyle
lot of
since
pain.
grade 9.
No, I've been
No,
like
but,
it's
like,
been real bad.
We started working out, so like we do like 2 exercises and Kyle goes, "My back, my back, my back."
Yeah,
my back.
it really fucking.
And he
hurts.
comes in, he goes, "Oh,"
And
I'm
I
not
die.
gonna move.
Yeah, and then I don't move for the rest of the night.
True. And then the next day, same thing. Day after, or not working out, but he just can't move.
Yeah, but I'm proud of you, Adam, for doing all that work and not complaining.
Thank you. No, I
Hey!
complain.
He does.
Oh, well, he doesn't complain in front of me, so I appreciate it. I'm sure he has washboards.
The reason I did complain to you is I was asking for advice.
Yeah, and I gave you advice. My advice to Kyle was he
Go
needs
see a
to find.
chiropractor.
Sorry?
Go to a chiropractor.
Yeah, that was my main thing. Because for all we know, you could just have like a misaligned disc that could be very fixable.
Yeah.
You need to just get it fixed and ask what you need to do and just
I've
do
had
it.
people that like they've been like, so your back hurts. Let me just see your spine for a second. And then they go down feeling your spine like, wow, you're fucked. Like, you are fucked.
Yeah, and that means you need physio for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of physio, I did physiotherapy on Thursday. for my arm because all the muscle like it's all tensed and shit. And it's like I don't have a lot of range of motion in my wrist.
Holy fuck, it's swollen.
Yeah.
Little did you know, viewers, he got his cast off.
It looks like a tube saw.
Yeah, and I'm not wearing my brace. I'm not wearing my brace because it's all muscle now that's like fucked. It's not like the bone is fused. I don't have to worry about the bone or anything like that.
It looks like the top half of the toothpaste container after you start pushing it because there's
Yes.
not enough. You know when you've started pushing the top of the toothpaste but you haven't touched the bottom?
Yeah.
That's what that looks
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. So
Colgate.
I just want to say to add more to my anti-French Canadian tirades. Yeah.
Bro, why do we have to come back to something?
Because listen, I went to physio and they looked at the bone and they were like feeling around there and they were like, oh, this might have been set wrong. So my bone could have fused in the wrong way, and the only way to fix that is to re-break my bone. And you know who fucking set my bone back into place? Those French Canadian fucking doctors.
Oh my god. Tabernacle.
I went to exactly bull.
We get a whiteboard and it's just like French Canadian complaints and we just put it
No,
together.
we're at
Listen.
episode 7 and we've complained about French Canadians in at least 4 episodes.
This time, this is definitely a valid complaint. If they've like potentially fucked my arm to a point where I literally
Well, that's
need
a
to get
lawsuit.
the injury back again,
That's a big fucking
Hold it
lawsuit.
straight.
I don't have fucking money for lawyers.
Hold it straight.
Okay, but
Hey, Griffin.
It do kind of look fucked up.
Yeah,
Hey,
It
Griffin.
does kind of look bad.
yeah. Literally, there's bone here. There's bone.
Yeah, there's bone for me there too.
Hey, Griffin.
Other wrist, it's all the way
Where's
like
my
back
Kyle?
here, but here it's fucking like way more forward. What?
Are you from Quebec? Because you're a tabernacle.
what did you say? Snack. No, okay, literally. So think about it. You hire a lawyer, you're in the negative, okay? You win the medical malpractice lawsuit, you're in the green.
What if I don't win?
You're going to win. It's medical malpractice.
Yeah, it's literally they look at your X-ray, they say that they fucked up, and that's it. That's
That's
how
how you
it
win.
would work.
And then you get shmoney. You have a house, kids, wife, family fortune,
Yeah.
generations go.
Imagine. I'm like, oh yeah, my life was basically great. Is basically great because a bunch of French Canadian doctors fucked up resetting my bone.
That'd be a good podcast story.
Yeah, honestly.
Griffin's gonna get generational wealth
I get like
from a broken arm.
500
French
grand.
Canadians.
Fucking. Here you go. Nah, it wouldn't be that much. It would be like fucking like what? I can't even gauge.
20, 30?
Yeah, maybe.
You couldn't get 20 grand off that.
Well, he's been out of work. He could say he's out of work because of it.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of pain. He
Yeah.
can't move his hand. He can't do a lot of stuff.
He can't jack off.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, the
Schoolwork
worst
is,
of it.
I guess, what's the word? Going downhill, maybe? Because you can't, use a mouse on the computer. You can't write.
And I'm Griffin.
We did it. We came full circle.
Full circle.
Actually,
Everyone's introduced themselves.
Yeah, you need a lot of money.
Yeah.
If.
Honestly, though, like it would also. I mean, that would be great in the sense that like all that fucking student debt I have, gone.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
School
Or, you
covered.
can go the old school way, get hit by a bus, and then you're fine. You just sue the city. And
Actually, that was the thing at Trent. That where they had the university I used to go to, where they had a rule that if you got hit by a Trent University vehicle, that you would get free tuition for your entire the rest of your education. Because it was literally like, okay, well, we'd rather have that than have you suing us. So
I don't know if it's a...
people there was a precedent where students were literally throwing themselves in front of if they were in such financial crisis, they literally take the risk of getting hit by a car just to get free tuition.
So to change the subject,
Okay.
I am curious to ask you, losers. See what I did there?
Yeah.
What's your best drunk story?
Okay. I was blackout. So I have a flash in my mind, and that's just about it. But we were leaving. It was a party. It was in this big old barn, middle of winter, ice everywhere. We're all just chilling inside. We're rounding up. We're going home. We're all kind of huddled, I guess. So we exit out, go about 3 feet, huge patch of ice. Lose my balance, and I go down, legs swing out, and there's a group of girls walking past us, and I just take them all. And that's
And that's the
I
closest
have-
Adam has ever been to a woman.
true.
Ooh.
I fell. I got up, got in the car, and just listened to music on the way home, and then puked everywhere.
That's fucking funny.
Patrick. Unless he wants. He's got.
Sorry, I'm trying to order food.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
Classic.
I'm gonna get peanut butter ice cream in a minute. Go ahead, Griffin.
So there's this time I went to a friend's like house, and I basically like it was I think close to the end of grade 11, and like I'd only been drunk maybe like twice before that. So like this was like my third time getting drunk. I went there and immediately people were like handing me like I smoked a lot of weed and drank a lot of liquor. So I was really fucking out of it. And literally what happened was I remembered 30 minutes, like the first 30 minutes of being at the house, and then everything was blackout from there. And what happened was I woke up on the other side of town passed out on the grass in front of the Tim Hortons. And I didn't know how the fuck I got there. It was just like, it was 10 in the morning, and I'm like looking around like, what the fuck? No one else was around me. I was just there, like on the grass, and I was like, what the fuck happened? I talked to everyone else, and they were like, yeah, at some point in the night, you were just like, oh, I want Tim Hortons. I want to get Tim Hortons coffee and some shit. And like, you know, I didn't have fucking, or I don't even think ordering apps were like, you know, big back then or anything like that. So I didn't have an option like that. I didn't even have money. I had like cash maybe in my wallet. And I must have like walked all the way across town, blackout drunk, and then just like collapsed in front of the Tim Hortons instead of, because I didn't have food or anything around me. So apparently I did that. And that I can't believe I took a journey, because like I'm telling you, this is probably a good 25-minute walk I would have had to have gone on from the house. Like honest to God, I could have died and just literally been like, oh, I've ceased to exist. I am unaware that my existence has ended, because all of it was gone. All that memory vanished.
Taylor, do you have a drunk story?
Hello.
Your best drunk
Not
story?
really. Well, I don't think there's ever been a time where I've been blacked out. I'm pretty confident all of you have. 2 out of 4 so far. Have you ever been blacked out? Drunk? Yeah. Yeah.
I know what you mean. Like, I know you have.
I think the only time that I got fucked up enough that it was close to that was I got super drunk, and then I had an edible that was like over 100 milligrams, and I smoked. And then so anytime anybody was talking to me, I tried so hard to respond, and I really thought I was doing a good job. And it was like someone in my life passed away, and someone in their life of the same like figure in their family, their uncle or something, also passed away. And they were like, you know, if you ever need like any support, like we're here, we get it. And I was like fucked up. I was like, I appreciate it so much. They left, and I don't remember that happening. And they were just gone later. And then I ended up in the bathroom, and I yacked because I ate a bunch of that Deep and Delicious chocolate cake.
Oh.
Ton of that. I yacked up that entire thing for like almost an hour in the bathroom, and I was with my boyfriend, and I was at his grandma's house. she came to, she was like, do you need tea? I have water too. Like, why don't we just bring you out to the bed? And so I went to go out of the bathroom, couldn't stand up, otherwise I would puke again. So I crawled back on my hands to the mattress in the living room, and then I was like, I just like, you know, the swirls of a lollipop, like that's how I feel. That's really how I feel. And they were like, go to bed. Like, I don't know what that means. Go the fuck to bed. I passed out maybe 5 minutes, woke up, really was so confident none of it happened until Riley was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I've only been with you for like 6 months, and this is what I'm doing at your grandparents' house.
You're like the swirls of a lollipop.
Yeah. So bring me back when I've actually like blacked out, but that was very close for me.
That's good.
You go ahead.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
You've definitely blacked out, so you go.
Or me?
Your turn, yeah.
Well,
I have a handful, so.
I told my big one before in the last episode.
Oh, okay.
But I remember this one time that I took 4 puffs of a joint.
No.
That's crazy.
4.
Illegal.
Literally only 4.
You went over 3? What are you,
what was your-
insane?
No.
What
That's
was your
important
blackest?
because you're about to hear how high I got.
Stop. I'm calling the police.
What was your blackout story? Just quick.
It was tell Finley I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I got it. So anyways, I took 4 puffs of a joint. That's it. That's all I took. Well, and then I had some beer on the side.
No.
But, I wasn't like drunk or anything.
Get on with it.
I'm sitting on the couch, and I start flipping my shit, and I'm sitting there, and I just start going, stop it. over and over again. Then I walked to the bathroom and puked so much. And I remember there was like I was having a get together too, so everyone was outside. And they were all my friends of the bathroom, and they're still talking. And all I hear in the back is, "If Kyle's spending the night in the washroom, can I get his bed?" And I heard that. I took all the strength of my body. I got up, walked out of the bathroom. No one's sleeping in my fucking bed. And I went up to bed, puked in my garbage.
All right, so we'll cap off with mine, I guess. Last year, graduation, we go to a bar named the Key Storm. Shouts out to the Key Storm. We really just ruined your day. All my graduating class was super drunk at 6 a.m. before we walked the ceremony. I had Birrios, as did many people in my class. And we go to the Key Storm. After our ceremony, we're already just royally too far. So first thing we do, we walk in, we all get pictures. All of us.
Jesus.
Yeah. It was like pictures for 2 people, and we went through at least like 3 a group. It was ridiculous. I end up leaving at some point in the day. It's still bright outside, and I go for a walk through my town, the town that I took my course in. I get to the docks, and I decide, for whatever reason, I'm going to lie down on the dock and take selfies. I don't remember how many people were there. I don't remember exactly what happened, but all I remember doing is at one point deciding I've had enough, getting up and walking away, not remembering it the next day, and waking up to an entire album of just stupid fucking faces I made at the dock. So I'm guessing for at least like a 5-minute period, I was just with the phone all around me. Like, there's different angles, there's different positions, there's different locations. It looks like I went to 2 different docks and did the same thing.
So the little promotional picture on Instagram, you gotta send me a few of them, and I can put them together.
We're gonna have a whole thing. We got Griffin's face there.
I deleted a bunch, but I have 3. They're in 3 different positions. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Whoever owns the Starboard Dallas, I'm sorry, because you're featured in one of those pictures. Yeah, that was my grad.
Wow.
Well, I guess we'll end it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good place to end it.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. I don't know why I'm doing the
Yeah,
outro.
you
Kyle,
jacked that. For
Kyle,
a while.
get in there.
Thank you so much for listening to Last Call for Losers podcast. We are having a blast. We're chugging along. This is episode 7.
That's Griffin.
Yeah.
What's Griffin?
Because Griffin didn't say I'm Griffin.
No, I did.
Oh, he did?
You're the only one that hasn't done it.
I'm Patrick.
There you go. No, you're sound guy. You
fuck!
don't get a name.
I'll edit it in and I'll say
I was
sound
really
guy.
hoping
I'm
you would
sound
say
guy.
it right at the end.
Anyways, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed our 5-minute guest, the swirls of a lollipop. Taylor, would you like
And
to
please
lean over
refuse-
and, give a little goodbye, good night kind of thing?
Good night, I'm Taylor.